Please welcome the one, the only Ron Howard.
There he is.
We have so many questions and so little time, and let's just get started. Let's just machine gun questions.
Okay, go for it.
Well, let's start with this weekend.
Right.
All movie dollars should be spent on Inferno.
Especially IMAX.
Okay, so why IMAX? Why do you think it's important for the screen needs to be as big as the story, or what you're thinking?
Well, again, trying to, in terms of taking you to a place, it's, I just find that the IMAX experience is just ever so slightly better than regular big screen movie going. And this was actually a conversion. We didn't shoot at IMAX, and we looked at it, and they said, "Well, you want to try this, Ron?" And we ran a test, and I thought, well, this is pretty great. In fact, Apollo 13 was the first conversion that they experimented with about I don't know, 10, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, and they they just wanted to see if it would even work. And they asked if they could experiment with the movie. They did. They put it up for a theatrical run, and that was actually the beginning of IMAX as something more than just kind of nature films.
I must assume your perspective on the business is so unique as compared to most people we meet, because let's take TV, for instance. Right. When you started in TV back in 1960,
58,
Andy Griffith.
59 is when I really started doing a lot of TV. 60 is when the Andy Griffith Show started.
Well, look where TV was and now where it is. Yeah. Where now it's more binge watching of everything we can cram in on Netflix, and we don't have to be in front of a TV set on Thursday nights.
Right.
And look how movies, music has changed, where it used to be you had to be with a big record company, and the record company would put your music out. Now anyone can put a song out on the net, on the internet.
If it takes off.
It seems like these big motion pictures are still, you need to go to a theater.
Yeah.
Especially if you want an IMAX screen on a Friday night, that's the only way you're really going to truly get the experience.
Well, I think people are more and more selective, obviously, about what they want to, what they're willing to go out of the house, out of the apartment to go see. And hey, we're all that way, because it's incredibly competitive. There's great stuff on TV,
right?
But I think film directors are more and more looking for stories that kind of demand to be seen on the big screen. Certainly the superhero stuff does.
Well, exactly. You need the big screen.
But this is sort of a grown-up version of that kind of movie experience. But the Robert Langdon is not exactly Jason Bourne, because he's not a trained killer. But Tom Hanks loves playing this character, and he loves he loves the predicaments that he gets in. And in this particular instance, because he's been impaired. I don't want to give away the story, but he doesn't know what he can trust of his memory.
Well, does he run like he runs in all of your films?
Eventually he runs.
Okay.
For a while he's a little dazed, and then he runs like a mother.
I can see Tom Hanks getting the call. Ron Howard wants you for the next one. Oh crap! I gotta
believe me.
I gotta friggin' run.
And in those European streets with the cobblestones.
Yeah. Oh my God!
I hear about.
Thank God he's not in drag wearing heels. I gotta run in drag and heels. Run. But he did a great job doing you on Saturday Night Live, by the way. Did you see that?
I did. And he warned me that it was coming. He said, he said, buckle up. I'm doing a whole sketch as you.
Is he the nicest guy? He seems like he would be the nicest guy.
He's great. And he's super smart. He doesn't suffer fools, but he's not. He's just incredibly. If this is the right word, he's kind of grateful to be there. He doesn't feel lucky. He knows he works hard. He knows he's talented, but he doesn't take it for granted. He loves doing all this stuff. And so even when he's joking around or complaining about this, that, and the other, and these movies are pretty physical, the Inferno and films, the Dan Brown, Robert Langdon movies. He's tougher on himself than I would ever be, and demands more of himself than I ever would. For our whole test process with audiences, people, large majority felt like this was the best of the three.
Wow.
I love hearing the background stuff. Again, test audiences, things like that. We just think, we did a fun film and they put it out there.
Oh, man.
There's more to it.
Well, especially a movie like this, because there are so many details, and you want to make sure the tension is right, and when does the twist come, and have you given away too much information?
Do you make a lot of changes based on, the audience, they did not like that. Well, it's out.
Are you in there when the audience is watching it?
Yes.
Do you ever want to just throw a punch at them?
You sons of bitches.
The focus group.
Yeah, this is my heart.
You sit behind the focus group, even though I have Final Cut and I have all the controls control. You know, you still once in a while you want to take your, take your water bottle and just.
We've done that. Now, we do focus groups a lot.
Yeah.
And so you're behind this glass. You have all these people listening to different bits you do on your radio show in the other room. And my partner Elliot got so mad at this girl that hated him on our show so much he picked up a fistful of M&Ms and threw them at the window.
So you actually do you test your.
Yeah, of course.
No kidding.
That's how we can afford this beautiful studio.
You guys just come in and goof around. See, you think it's just easy to make a movie? I think you come in and have some laughs and we all enjoy it.
We have found audiences like it when we just goof around.
I have a question.
Yes.
You're so established in your career. How at this point, I mean, sure everybody throws scripts at you all the time, and this one wants to do this one. How do you pick and choose what you actually want to do?
What moves you?
Well, it's sort of an intersection. I have to believe that there's an audience for it because I've always been involved in popular entertainment, and I do all kinds of movies. I like doing whether it's a serious drama, Frost Nixon, or A Beautiful Mind, a kids movie like the Grinch, or these kind of thrillers. I like working in different genres, but I have to believe that genre and that story link up in such a way that it's really offering something to the audience. I also need to believe that I have something to offer it. So that there's something about my sensibility, my approach to a story, my connection with the characters or fascination with the world or something that's going to keep me excited for that period of time. Because when you're directing, you're making hundreds and hundreds of decisions a day, and they're fast. And you need to feel like on some intuitive, instinctive level, you get it. You get it, and you have something of yourself to offer. So it kind of has to get out of the head and kind of come from the heart in a way.
And so many years of success at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
thanks.
And I'm sure maybe a couple of potholes on the way, but there's
potholes everywhere you go.
Ron Howard is here, by the way.
If you didn't hit a pothole, you're not really driving.
This is true. Thank you, Matt. That's my new bumper sticker. But, after all these years of starting in 1958, 59, and here it is 2016, you started when you were so young, and you're still 4 years old. And you do the math. Ron Howard still has so much left. I mean, we have so many years of Ron Howard magic to pop out. What is your advice for Justin Bieber? Or anyone who starts young. I mean, growing up in Hollywood and the crazy influences that just aren't. Your own daughter, by the way, Bryce.
She's doing great. She's in Black Mirror right now. Well, here I tell you what. I was very worried when Bryce wanted to become an actor. I thought, and she had the talent.
Why don't? But back up. Why would you be worried that your daughter? Obviously, you've seen
very
things.
Unsettling, insecure business. It's a crazy making business, but I began to see that what she loved about it, even in school, was the process. So she liked the rehearsal as much as she liked the performance night where somebody would give her roses or something at the end. And I thought, well, okay, that's the right mindset. Because if you enjoy doing it, you enjoy the grind of it, you enjoy the interaction, you don't mind the frustration of that, then I think you're built properly to sort of endure and enjoy. I think if you're there for the end result, and we all, people, we need to succeed. We need to get our stories and songs or whatever out there in the world. But if you're there because you actually love it, then I think you have more endurance. And then if you do hit a pothole, you just sort of say, okay, well, where am I headed next then?
And she's lucky because she has you, who's been there, done that, and you have her back, and you can kind of guide her in the right direction.
A little bit, but you kind of have to have it yourself. And so, it's something once I observed that about her, I thought, okay, I think she's in it for the right reason. She's in it because she loves it. And she's in, by the way, Black Mirror, she's just great in.
What a great show.
What an amazing.
Love Black Mirror.
Yeah, that's a great series, and her episode
Would you ever merge and do an episode of Black Mirror?
I would never say never. I would never
you heard it here first. What, in your opinion, is the success? What's the magic sauce for success and happiness in life, in business, in whatever?
Well, I really think there's a sort of a trying to be as truthful with yourself as you can. It really helps. You keep a kind of perspective as to what's possible. And when I'm feeling a lot of stress and strain, I do a couple things. One, I want to feel like that if I look myself in the mirror right now, I'm more or less proud of the decisions I'm making. And then I ask myself another thing. When it's all piling up, I'll say, okay, whoa, what is my job today? Whether it's a family matter whether it's work, whether it's both on the same day. What are they? And then just prioritize that stuff and approach it with that kind of integrity. And then I think you feel good about yourself. And other people might be critical, but you have the strength of your convictions because you've actually been thoughtful. That's all. And I'm very lucky. I'm very like I love what I've been doing, and I kind of knew it at 4. So I've actually been involved in a world that's really gratifying. Leads to these interesting collaborations with great, talented people. When there are problems and bumps in the road, that's annoying, and it goes with the territory. But if you just stay focused on kind of the choices you're making, and if you feel good about those, I think you're in pretty good shape.
Look at everything, all the way from Andy Griffith commercials and things, and then Happy Days, and then Arrested Development. We could just go all over the map here.
Thanks.
So many wonderful things you have given us. To you, it's your day at the office.
Yeah.
To us, it's magic right in front of our eyes. And thank you so much. But let me tell you, this weekend, Inferno. I want you to go see this.
Well, excellent. Thank you.
I don't know.
I support his position.
Congratulations, Ron Howard, on everything that has happened and that will occur. Thanks to you. We love having you here. Come back anytime.
Appreciate it.
Ron Howard.